Today I'm giving you 5 reasons not to buy a Chanel Jumbo. A lot of times on YouTube, we have this YouTube made me do it. People are talking about all the great things about the bag. They're showing you their bag in its best angle, in its best light. They're not always showing you the dark side of a bag. And a lot of times you'll watch YouTube videos, look at Instagram and think, this is the perfect bag. I must get it for me. And then you get it and you realize it does have some issues. That is the purpose of this video, to give you the dark side. Today's video is 5 reasons not to buy a Chanel Jumbo. I do own a Chanel Jumbo, but I don't think that they are for everyone, and I am going to explain why. This video was inspired by Amaya Links. She did a video on 5 reasons not to buy an Hermes Birkin, even though she has quite the collection of Hermes Birkins. She said there are reasons not to buy one, and it is good to be aware of those reasons. She did not call it a tag video, but she did invite anybody to do a similar video on a bag of their choice, and I have chosen the Chanel Jumbo. I am no stranger to going against the grain. I did a negative review of my Louis Vuitton Speedy. I will put that up here. That is a bag I don't advise, even though I do own one. There are all kinds of reasons I think you shouldn't buy the Speedy. Today we're talking about the Chanel Jumbo. Here's mine. Mine is the Chanel Jumbo in the single flap. That is no accident. I used to own the double flap, and that one had so many problems that I sold it and I got the single flap. The single flap was not available at the time that I purchased this. It wasn't available new, so I did buy this bag pre-loved. Getting it in a single flap does fix a lot of the problems, but not all of them. So here they are, 5 reasons not to buy a Chanel Jumbo. The first is that it is a heavy bag, and you will hear people talking about that, and you may think like I did, it's no big deal. I mean, how heavy can it really be, right? It's pretty heavy. I mean, it just really starts to hurt your back. It's not a good thing. Now, getting it in the single, that does help. I have done a full review on this bag. I will put that up here too in case you want to take a look at it, but you can tell that it's a single flap because the grommets are like this on the bag. In the double flap, they are like this. Here, they're like this. And as the name suggests, when you open the double flap, it has another flap here. The single just has one flap. It's a big opening like that. So that is the difference. Getting rid of that extra flap opens up more space. It enables the bag to hold more, and it cuts down on the weight significantly. The second reason not to buy a Chanel Jumbo is this strap. This is one of the most awkward straps there is. It is very, very long. I am 5 feet 7 inches tall. This strap is too long for me to use as a shoulder bag. It's fine when the strap is doubled, but not when it is in one long layer. And it's even too long to use crossbody. It is just a very, very long strap. I'm able to finagle mine a little bit. I'm able to pull this up and it'll stay, and I just let it drape there or there, so I can adjust it the way that I want it, and it does stay. I don't know if most Chanel Jumbos do that, however. I think most of them would go back to just being longer. This one I am able to finagle. If I weren't able to do that, my only choice for carrying this bag would really be to double up the straps. So an awkward strap is the second reason not to buy the Chanel Jumbo. Number 3, you're not gonna like to hear this. It is unflattering. This is not the most flattering bag to the body. It is rectangular. It is very squared off. It's large. On most people, this just isn't a flattering shape. A lot of times it looks like the bag is wearing you as opposed to you wearing the bag. Do keep that in mind. It's such an iconic bag. It's such a recognizable bag, so people do notice it, but that doesn't mean that it is flattering on you. It just means that they like the bag. So you kind of have to decide what you think about that. Try to look at it objectively in the mirror and think, if this didn't say Chanel, if this weren't a Chanel bag, if I didn't have all of this going on in my mind about this bag, would I still think that this is a flattering bag? And you may very well find that the answer is no. Number 3, the Chanel Jumbo is a cumbersome bag to use. This is especially true with the double flap. For a second here, I'm going to show you my medium-large double flap to demonstrate this. In this size, you can undo this and lift this and get in all with one hand. It's much easier to do. With the jumbo, none of that is as easy. The flap is really big, the second flap is really big. This little maneuver right here is not an easy thing to do with the bigger bag. So you really do need two hands to get in and out of the bag. The single flap does fix that. I can easily get into this bag with just one hand. It's still relatively cumbersome. It is a big bag and it's a rectangular bag and it is stiff, so it sort of swings around and can kind of run into things. It's not as easy to use as you may think. Number 5 is price. It may surprise you to hear me say that because we know it's a Chanel bag and we know it's expensive. I have been buying Chanel a long time, for quite a number of years. It's always been expensive. Chanel has always been an expensive brand, but I felt like they were worth it for a long time. They were worth the price. Their price hikes are way higher than anybody else's. They're outpacing the value of the bag. I just don't think that Chanel is worth the price that they're charging anymore. As they have hiked the price up, they're mass producing more and the quality has gone down. Not only the quality of the bags, but the quality of the experience when you buy and also if you have a problem later. All of that has gone down while the price has gone up. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Not when I do the math. There is the pre-loved market. That is a way to go. But if you're talking about buying the Chanel Jumbo new, price is a major deterrent. Those are my 5 reasons not to buy the Chanel Jumbo. Thank you to Amaya Links for inspiring this video. Of course, I have her original video on 5 reasons not to buy an Hermes Birkin linked below. I invite you to do the same. If you have a bag and you think to yourself, I know 5 reasons why someone shouldn't buy it, I invite you to do this video. Please let me know you did. I would love to watch it. I am fine jewelry designer Jill Maurer, and I love taking the mystique and the intimidation out of buying and wearing jewelry. A lot of times I talk about jewelry on this channel, but I talk about all aspects of design, including luxury handbags. If any of this sounds interesting to you, please subscribe. I would love to see you here again. Until next time.